Alright folks, today we're going to be checking out some problems from the FMA physics exam. Let's go ahead, check them out. Okay, so number 7. A 2-begin sled is traveling at 2 meters per second across the snow. The sled and its riders have a combined mass of 120 kilograms. Another kid is headed in the opposite direction, jumps on the sled up on the front. She has a speed of 5 meters per second immediately before she lands on the sled. What's the new speed of the sled? Alright, so if I understand this correctly, we got a sled. Okay, so we've got a sled before and after, and so clearly this is some kind of a momentum or conservation problem. So about time, I guess. So initially it's traveling at 2 meters per second across the snow, and it has a combined mass of 120 kilograms initially. And then what happens? Another kid headed in the opposite direction jumps on the sled from the front. So basically we somehow another kid just jumps out from the front, and he has a weight of 40 kilograms, or she has a weight of 40 kilograms, and he's headed in the opposite direction. And what happens? She has a speed of immediately 5 meters per second before she lands on the sled. So this is going to be 5 meters per second before she lands on the sled. That's going to be her speed. This is still, we're talking before. We're talking before these two things hit each other. This is their behavior. Okay. So sorry I couldn't put them on the same line, but hopefully you get the picture. So now, what is the new speed of the sled? So let's find the momentum before. That's going to be, so momentum tells us that momentum initial is equal to momentum final, as long as you don't have any external forces. So Pi is equal to Pf. So what's my Pi here? Well, the momentum here is 120 kilograms for my first sled. 120 times 2 meters per second plus 40 kilograms, and let me zoom out so I can write some more, times negative 5 meters per second, since it's going in the other direction. I always forget that, but somehow I didn't this time. And that's going to be equal to the final momentum. So let's first find what the initial momentum is. Plug and chug this in. So that's going to be 240 minus 200, which is 40 for our initial momentum. And what's our final momentum going to be? Well, now, before she lands on the sled, what is the new speed of the sled? So now the sled is going to have a new weight of 160 kilograms, but we're trying to find its new velocity. So let's call that v prime. I know that doesn't look like a prime, but whatever. So now we can just set this equal to each other. 160 v prime is equal to 40. So v prime is a fourth of a meters per second, which can also be written as 0.25 meters per second, which looks like choice A. Alright, moving on to number...
Ambition plus MKO plus scaffolding equal learning. We believe anyone can learn anything. That's why our motto is memorization is a crime. And that's why we partnered with Brilliant.
Brilliant transforms math and science into hands-on activities so that you too can understand everything from first grade math to E equals MC squared. Barry Science Lab and Brilliant is your MKO, and will give you the scaffolding to expand your ZPD until you become the next Sir Isaac Newton or Albert Einstein.
Visit brilliant.org/Barry Science Lab today. And the first 50 of you to use that link will get a 20% discount on the Brilliant annual subscription.
Don't forget that you too can become the next Einstein. So let's fall in love with math and science.